Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. Wellness check. How's everybody doing? All right, all right, all right. Wasn't that an incredible interview with Roxy?
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Incredible. Fortitude of will. Yeah, really appreciate that. Mark Lorray is here with us for how many times? It's been like, what, is this the 5th time you've been on the show?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. He is a business coach and author, and so excited to have him back. So please welcome him, Mark Lorray.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me, Nikki.
Yeah, oh, it's a pleasure. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you.
Yeah, how have you been with, I see your wife out there and the kids. How many, you've got about 7 between the two of you?
Between the two of us, 9.
Okay, sorry, I was off by 2.
Between the two of us, 9,
Yeah,
yes.
and everybody's good.
Everyone is good.
All right.
Yes.
Tell me the ages again.
From 12 to 22.
12 to 22.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You are busy parents.
Yes.
I love that. And then you have time to write an ebook.
I did.
Amazing.
Yes,
Yes.
I did.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
When did it publish? It was this year or early
Yes,
last year?
January the 1st or 2nd, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, right after the new year. And yeah, finally got it out. It was one of those things that's been sitting in the works, you know, just sitting on the shelf kind of thing. And I finally decided, you know, let me get this thing done.
Yeah.
And I did.
Okay.
And it's out.
I love that. Well, congratulations. So, how to gain new customers on a very small budget. Well, that's wisdom right there. But let's talk about the journey getting there. And I think we have some pictures, some embarrassing pictures of your past. Edgar, can you? Okay, so let's look at that picture. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Does everyone see the picture of the? Is it a Jeep?
Yeah. Well.
Okay.
Yeah, so that there's a few pictures that I'd sent. Yeah, that's just
Okay.
like the what turned out to be like the second vehicle. I mean, we'll talk about the journey
Okay.
when I first started.
So
yeah,
you started the business with just $22.01.
Yes.
Okay, and you know, this sounds like a huge testament of faith. So how did it start? What motivated you to keep going with a very small budget?
Yes, basically desperation and the need to survive. But yeah, I started the business with only, at the time I was 23 years old, and I only had $22 and a penny to my name at the time. I was between jobs and had gotten laid off and.
Is that you? Oh, look at.
There you go, at 23.
Mark.
Yes, and that was the
23.
first vehicle that I had at the time to start the business with. Nice, I love that Honda Accord. And yeah, so I started the business with that, and then the Jeep that you saw after that, before that, I mean, was I finally moved up to that, and eventually bought, you know, other vehicles and that. But yeah, I started the business with $22 and a penny. That's when they made pennies back in those days.
Back in the day.
Yep. And then I grew it to 6 figures and eventually sold it and started other ventures and went from there.
Okay, so so I know that you have a business called No Excuses, right?
Yes.
No Excuses Business Consulting.
Yeah, so right now, that's our business right now. Myself and my wife, we are into coaching. So basically, this book and everything that we do, it is derived from what I have done, that journey of starting that business and everything I've learned to start a business from scratch. With a very small budget and growing that. So we help individuals now to grow their business, to get over that. It's a no excuse mindset. Like, you know, I don't have the money, I don't have the qualifications, you know, all the excuses that we can come up with as to why we can't do something. And so that's what propels me to do what I do, what we do now.
So how do you get people to recognize their limiting beliefs and to have a growth mindset? What do you do? What's the process when you meet people?
So basically, it's just helping them to understand and that, you know, no matter where you are in life, no matter what your situation, your circumstance is, I love how a previous guest put it, you know, there's a reason for everything. And it's helping individuals to understand that there is a reason for everything. You are where you are because you are. And, you know, like myself, I experienced even homelessness a little bit, you know, in my very early 20s. And I went through a whole lot of things, hence the reason for the no excuse mentality. And from there, I always, whether I fall down, I get up again. And that's really what life is all about. So it's just being able to help people, individuals, to understand that and to motivate them, towards reaching their goals and what their destiny is.
I can, say that I can attest to that because I was teaching for many years. I think you know my story. Some of you may not, but I was a college instructor for a good number of years, about 10 years, and then I decided I'm going to take a leap of faith and start a TV show without really understanding how to start a TV show from scratch. But it was just that getting over the fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
But once you kind of get over that wall of uncertainty, it's sweeter on the other side. I mean, it's not perfect, but it feels really great.
Exactly, it is, and that's really what it is. So that's the other part of it too. It's overcoming that fear, because we have fear naturally. It's just a part of our makeup. It is there for a reason, to help to protect us, but it's a lot of times we allow that fear to hold us back. And so that is, as a coach, as a business coach, I help individuals to get over that fear and push through. And actually, I gotta say, I'm very proud. One of our clients is here today. Nicola, sitting in the audience. She is one of those people that we're working with that had stepped over to overcome that fear, to start her business, to take a side hustle and to turn into an actual business and take it off the ground.
Well, congratulations, Nicola. That's big. All right. So let's talk about the book, and it's available on Amazon, right?
That's right.
Okay, so it's an ebook. So that's what the cover looks like. Amazing. What are a couple of the lessons that you want the readers to learn?
Yeah. So one of the things I talk about in the book is, when you have a business, you're starting on business. In one of the chapters I talk about is tell, sell. Just get the word out there to everybody. When I started that window cleaning business, within 3 days of making that decision of starting, I had my first customer in 3 days. Why? Because I just literally told everyone, family, friends, my neighbor, the person in front of me at the grocery store, everybody, because I was so excited. If you're not excited about your business and what you're doing, your product or service, how do you expect anybody else to be, right? So that's what I did. I just tell, sell. Now with social media, I mean, there was no social media in those days, so, right?
But walking social media.
Right? It's getting on social media. Now you can get on social media. We have that advantage in this generation, has that advantage to use that tool to your advantage. So just tell, sell. And, that's one thing that I can say.
Okay, so that's one lesson. What's another one?
Another one would be to identify your ideal client, right? A lot of times people say, you ask them, what do you do? What's your business? Or who's your customer? Who's your ideal? Oh, everybody. Everybody's not your ideal customer. For example, if you live in an apartment, you're not going to hire a lawn care person. Like that's not so a person that lives in an apartment building or a condo is not your ideal client, right? You have to know who your ideal client is. So I teach people how to, in the book as well as through coaching, how to identify your ideal customer so that it helps with your marketing efforts. It's cheaper, it's more affordable that way, and you know who you're targeting. You're not targeting everybody.
Right. So you're qualifying your leads, right?
There you go.
And how do you do that? That's not easy for everyone. So is it a matter of asking the right questions, or?
It's a matter of asking the right questions. It's a matter of knowing the type of people that you want to work for and with. There's a number of things that goes into that, but that's just a part of it in a nutshell. And then really just going after those people. I also talk about networking in the book. So when you understand, who your ideal client is, when you get into a room, you know who your ideal client is, who you're going to spend more time talking with, right? So for example, hint, Nicola, there's somebody that's in the event industry there. That's your ideal client. That's a referral partner, somebody that you will spend more time with, as opposed to someone else that maybe a plumber or something like that is not, like her ideal client, for example,
She
right?
may need the plumber one day for
She may need the plumber, but
space.
talk to him quick and move on, right? Because you're trying to attract your ideal client, the person that you can refer them business and they can refer business to you, kind of thing, right? So there's that synergy, and you're able to work a room better that way.
All right, question: business cards or no business cards?
If you should have business cards
Yeah.
or no business cards? That's a very good question. Things have changed. I don't even have any business cards right now because everything's all digital
answered
now.
my question. So
Yeah.
You don't use them.
Some people do, some people don't, yeah.
Some people use the QR code. How
The
many people use
QR
QR
code.
code when they go
Yeah.
out? Yeah, just scan me.
That's it.
Yeah.
The QR codes.
Speaking
I
of
think
which,
I have a QR code right there so that you can grab the book.
Yeah. So let's put the QR code up on the screen. So hint, hint. There you go. You can
Well
scan
done,
the book.
Nicola.
Well done.
Nikki.
Yeah. Nice segue. Yay. All right. So we can scan the book, and where else? We can just go to
Instagram.
Amazon?
Yeah. Well, the book is on the ebook is on Amazon. So if you scan that code, you'll be able to it'll come up, you'll be able to get it, just click. And I made it really, really cheap and really affordable. This is not going to pay the mortgage. This is just to get the word out, get myself out there so that I get in front of my ideal clients. But you can find me on Instagram at Mark Lorray. It's my Instagram handle, and then our business name is Excel No Excuses. That's also on Instagram at Excel No Excuses.
Excellent. And I have to say, having been friends with you and Sue Ann for some time now, I love how you've made faith the core of your business. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, that's very, very important to me. As I mentioned earlier, I went through homelessness. I went through a number of things in my personal life growing up, and it was because of my faith. I am here because the I am that I am has, destined for me to be here. And so what I do, whether it's through the book, through my coaching, even through my other businesses that I have, it is so that God gets the glory out of my life, and I have to impact someone's life. I have a saying that says, 100 years from now, it will not matter the kind of house I had, the sort of the amount of money I had in my bank account, or the kind of car that I drove, but that my life will be important to the life of someone, because I was important to the life of someone. I will make mistakes, but I will not make excuses. That's what I'm on this earth for.
I'm going to give you a finger snap for that.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you. Mark, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much for coming here and sharing your pearls of wisdom. And just one more time, how can people connect with you on social media?
Thank you for having me again. And you can find me at Mark Lorray, MarkLorray, or at our business is Excel No Excuses, at Excel No Excuses.
Excellent. Thank you. Mark Lorray, everyone. Please get your copy of the ebook on Amazon or scan it. And we'll be right back for another great guest. Don't go anywhere.